just so you know. We just wanna get lit. We just wanna get lit. We just wanna get lit. We just wanna get lit.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a duel in the Lone Star State. It's the Bears and the Cowboys on Monday Night Prime Time.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Adafe Owe coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And that'll be caught by Fehoko. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. The give is to Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 8 carries, 65 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still...
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in the game. that's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
To throw is Fields. Looking downfield for Godwin. And incomplete on the deep ball. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and now it's third down.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 13 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Running for it, Montgomery. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
1st down, Prescott. That escapes the sack.
And this one complete. It's Fehoko.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
Well, they were looking to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. but they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On second down, Montgomery. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Off play action, Fields. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Chicago. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Santos with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Well, the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A give. This is Montgomery. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. That's on the tackle, Braden Smith. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now it's Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Intended that time for Cooper, and now it's second down. Now Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. 1 second, all that remains. A final shot before the break. Fields looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. 68 yards on the ground for him so far. I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
And this will be a Bears first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Looking downfield for Godwin.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Breaks through the contact. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. After the sack on first down, Prescott.
He'll get this to Elliott.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Throwing, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he splits the uprights, and it has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop. Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. Room to run past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. 2nd down at 5. Play action. It's Fields. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And that one results in 35 yards. Well, they lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. That catch good for only a couple.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run with Montgomery, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Bears have retaken the lead. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes Diggs.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And out now come the Cowboys. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And this one too low. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 16. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got his man, it's Fehoko. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And again, it's Prescott. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He'll get this one complete to Davis. Finding room to the 20. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. This is caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Elliott. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead.
Plenty of scoring here of late when our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. On play action, Fields. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
96 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Dak and the Cowboys down 21-17, 2:19 to play. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Prescott to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. A 1st down throw for Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. It's caught by Davis. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Simi Fehoko, the intended receiver.
But it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. It appears to be an injured bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 33 yards that time.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Fields now to throw. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Five yards remain on second down. Off play action, Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now it's Fields. Looking for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. A big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. I think probably just trying to draw him off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. They snap it to Fields. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, 30, 10, 5. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about...
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow. How many people watching this one right here gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah. What looks like is going to be the game-deciding score. Although, a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they hatch.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. They got 29 yards that time.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game.